Yo, before I start this video, I recently saw a YouTuber fill a gumball machine with chicken nuggets, and I really want one of those for myself, so please like and subscribe. The sooner I earn money from these videos, the sooner I can spend it in stupid ways, and all you gotta do is press that red button if you want to see it. Alright, now let's get serious. KSI's song has been a controversial topic to say the least. While a lot of the internet is absolutely trashing it, others are saying that it's not that bad and social media is being dramatic like always.
You guys are just on a hating rampage.
And while I can go over the events that led up to this point, you could get that out of any other video, and if you're watching this, you probably know about all that stuff anyway. What I will do in this video is break down the song lyrically and explain from a songwriter's point of view whether it was the lyrics and delivery, or rather it was the internet just looking to start drama.
Alright, quick overview. Think of it as a lyrical rap song made by KSI and Trippie Redd. I have experience in writing lyrical rap, and I tend to not be the biggest fan of Trippie Redd, so in order to avoid bias, I will be skipping his part entirely.
Alright, now let's begin.
I'm in the thick of it, everybody knows. They know me where it snows, I skid in and they froze. I don't know nothing but no ice, I'm just cold. 40 something milli subs or so, I've been told.
The chorus of the song shows smart wordplay, although tends to be too literal. For example, he goes on about how cold he is, yet he seems to act ignorant to the fame with the bar 40 something milli subs or so I've been told. Usually the artist will pick one topic or the other to try to be ignorant to the fame or to take it and be flamboyant with it. What he did here wasn't bad, it just wasn't the usual approach, and how he went about it made it work because at the end of the day, it is his life and sticking to one emotion isn't realistic. However, if that last bar was approached with more subtlety, I believe that this wouldn't have been an issue in the first place.
I'm in my prime, but this ain't even final form. They know me down, but still my feet, they find the floor. I went from living room straight up to sold out tours. Life's fire, but trust I'm ready for the war.
I have a slight issue with how he phrased this, as if this is your prime and not your final form, this implies things will only get worse from here. Prime of your life means you peaked, and I understand what he was going for, but I don't believe it was phrased as he intended. Aside from that bar, the rest of the verse explains a good story. People tried to knock him down in his life, yet he kept his feet planted. He went from a nobody in his living room to being on a television in everybody's living room to sold out tours to go see KSI in person. And here he repeats that he had to fight hard for what he earned, and that he's not planning on giving up on what he worked for.
This is how the story goes. I guess this is how the story goes.
Alright, this part threw me off. Vocalizing is not typically used in lyrical rap as a bridge from the first verse, but I mean, creative liberty, I guess.
From the screen to the ring, to the pen, to the king. Where's my crown? That's my bling. Always drama when I ring. See, I believe that if I see it in my heart, smash through the ceiling, cause I'm reaching for the stars.
So, this bar right here. This seems to be the part everyone is clowning on, but why? Is it due to the cheesiness or him rhyming ring with ring? Actually, yes, that's exactly why. Here, the issue is that he follows an AAAA rhyme style. All this means is that every bar will rhyme or show some form of repetition to explain a story, and when done well, can be super beautiful and catchy within a song. And while this verse is catchy, I can't say it was done well. Let me emphasize here, catchy does not mean good. Baby Shark does not make for a good rap song, but I guarantee you it'll be stuck in your head. He explains his story from going to screens to the boxing ring to writing music and crowning himself king of it all. Then he backtracks saying, "Where's my crown?" which shows lack of acknowledgement for the crowning. And then he goes, "That's my bling, always drama when I ring." This bar was not only lackluster in delivery for said rhyme style, but when you switch it up using "Where's my crown," you go back to the rhyme style once again and you rhyme ring once again. He failed to use repetition with ring and he failed to use the rhyme style with ring. You can't just take the word and rhyme it with itself. There was an attempt, but this bar failed for repetition, it failed for a double entendre, and it failed the rhyme style. This is the reason the internet hates the bar. However, I doubt many actually knew why they disliked the bar other than it being cheesy. It is due to the lack of presentation. Then he ends the verse with another pretty cheesy bar lacking imagery after trying to describe a picture to us in the first half. In my opinion, this was a failed attempt at imagery and honestly just amateur writing. While the hate was certainly overdone, I acknowledge that this verse did not fit well within the song, as it's practically a repeat of the first verse and horribly done due to the way it was presented. This is all I'll be covering because from there it repeats the chorus, it goes to Trippie's verse, repeats the chorus, and then the outro. Before any amateur says anything in the comments about how many times the chorus was repeated, this is done in many songs to help it get stuck in your head. You just don't tend to realize it, or you don't mind when it's done. Alright, so my final thoughts. The song did not lack catchiness, and while it tended to be literal, showed some evidence of wordplay. However, this song lacked a complete story. It lacked the feeling of underdog rise to riches or a feeling of I'm on top of the world. Along with lackluster lyrics at times, this song just felt underwhelming. I won't say the song is bad by any means, however, when you take everything into consideration and realize that this song is supposed to compare to other songs within the rap industry, it just feels like another YouTuber parody that'll rise and go like in 2012. I can't compare this song to Drake, I can't compare this song to J. Cole, Post Malone, Future, or anyone else within the lyrical rap industry. While it was a good attempt, KSI still has a long way to go before it will truly be acknowledged as a songwriter. Now for your opinion. At the end of the day, I'm one person and every songwriter is different. Let me know in the comments your thoughts on this and if I did an accurate job at describing KSI's lyrics while remaining generally unbiased. I'd love to hear your thoughts on whether you love the song or you hate it, and make sure to explain why. Criticism is key, whether it's to KSI or to me. If you want to say I did a sucky job at explaining this topic, it's always important to leave a comment. Have a good night and subscribe so I can have my chicken nugget gumball machine. Have a good night, everyone.